yowling. Look, Mama, I brought you some presents. Look at their weights. Starting weights. 134 for green. Oh, I need to go in and hold on. Okay. Stand by, everybody. This is gonna get sorted out. 134. Blue. 106. Here, you can have them. There you go. 106. And red. 119. There you go. And I'm going to borrow some of these ones because they're sleeping. She's so sweet. Look, y'all. Look, it's a milk bar. Look how excited they are. Oh my goodness. And I borrowed this one. But we'll leave those in there because they're sleeping. Did I write down 119? Okay. So these were end weights. And let's figure out now. Get in there. Don't mind. Do you really have to go after the same one that everyone else has? There are 8. There are 8. You're such a good mama. Such a good mama. Okay, let's see. Is yellow collar stuck to something? Look at them going around in circles. Oh no, he's okay. I know the edges of these rugs. I don't know if there's one in there though. I don't think there's one in there. Maybe there is. Can stick to the collars, but looks like they're fine. Of course, I left them with a very messy bed. So all 7 kittens are accounted for. I guess no one can hear me in the system now. Let's go back to the room view. I don't actually know where Cisco was during that exchange. She was hiding somewhere. So the 4 kittens in the room with Cisco have eaten good meals today. They've had weight gains. They should be able to go a while without. So it takes Cisco, another 2 hours to go back in there. Hopefully it won't, but if it does, it's okay. Oh, and look what's happening down here. A little bit of hiccup adorableness. Thank you guys for CCing. I know that we were talking fast when Dr. Ferguson was here, just like I talk fast all the time. So these are the last 3 that have not been with Tip. So they're nice. They're all plugged in and going to town. So we just have to get Cisco a little bit of Tip lessons. Yes, that's what we need to do. So there should be 4 babies on the Cisco cam. 4 babies, but all 4 of which have eaten. Now the only thing is, I tried to block off the entrance so that they won't fall out, but Why do you have to walk right toward the entrance like that? Why can't you go to the back corner? Hopefully Kitten's not gonna, I mean, it's not, they're not gonna hurt themselves. I'll just have to go. Well, actually it may be an okay thing because it may, remember when Daisy fell out of the nest? That's the ginger kitten Daisy. And was squealing for a little while, and then Cisco came and got her and did milkbar after that. So this is what I mean when I say that it's difficult to watch at times, because it is difficult to watch. Just know that in the wild, this would be happening probably 10 times worse, and you know, the outcome would not be as good as this one will be. Cisco did not take a baby out, no. All 7 kittens are accounted for. The 3 that have not yet eaten with Tip are in here now. The 4 that have eaten are back in the they're now in the cabinet of solitude, because that's where Cisco has been hanging out. So I'm hoping that she will return to the cabinet of solitude at some point in the next couple of hours. It's in nobody's best interest for Cisco to be spayed and returned at this point, because she wants to be a good mom. She has done a great job so far under really difficult circumstances, and so we just need to. I just want to give her time and as much space as possible to be able to step into her role more comfortably, and so that's why I'm going to continue to leave kittens in there for her to care for when they're not eating. And if I need to, I will supplement with bottle. I just, like Dr. Ferguson said, formula is not as good as the real thing. And, you know, once you start down that path, oh, no, you're not taking them with you, are you? Look. Tip does not allow squealing in her household. No, what are you doing? Are you gonna move them off? Oh, there, make some room for you. Oh, good. There you go, mommy. So she's such a good mom. I'm gonna take some pictures. Dr. F was here mostly to do Q&A. Tip's babies are completely healthy and normal, no concerns whatsoever. Really doing really great. So she was here just mostly to do Q&A and answer questions about Cisco and Tip and combining kittens and Toothless and what happened there. You guys are bad at finding the milk bar. It's right here. I know, little mama. That stressed her out. Those babies screaming stress her out. She's such a good mommy. She's such a good mommy. Tigers is having some serious dreams over here. I have the DreamWorks kittens in a little adorable little kitten pile. They're very photogenic. But your face is hidden. And your face needs to go this way. Protest. If you squeak, I'm going to get in trouble. So cute. What needs to be fixed? Fix the camera. Oh. There you go. I had very important photos to take. You guys will see them, and they're going to be really cute. So, any of you who did witness part of the Toothless saga, you'll see that these guys are a day and night difference, getting right in there, getting nursing vigorously. I'm excited. Look how excited. That's Thumper. See, that's a really good name for Thumper because he's so excited about that milk bar. So they are all three latched and really going to town. And Mama Tip is such a good mama. We're so lucky to have her. So lucky. Yeah, Tip's gonna get the best home ever for sure. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry. She's gonna get an amazing home. She's such a good mommy. You're such a good mama, aren't you? Yes. I feel like you guys also need to see this. Here. I can get the camera to show it. Oh, look how cute they are. Do it like this. You're welcome, Internet. Look how sweet they are in their little pile. I don't think I'll get good rest until the situation is sort of sorted out to my satisfaction, which will mean that all the babies are being fed and cared for, and we don't have to worry about swapping kittens out and stuff. So, Tigress here. This is Eep, our little teeny tiny one. Skipper, Puss in Boots, of course, and Hiccup. Girl, girl, boy, boy, boy. Special tail. Adorable. Yeah, Eep has done an amazing job catching up. She's done a very spectacular job. Just again shows the difference between a kitten that's formed properly but premature versus a kitten that's born small because there's something not quite right on the inside. And the same thing with Manchita. She was not very strong at the beginning, but she picked right up, and by day 5 she was able to hold her own at the milk bar. And I was hoping that that's what would happen with Toothless, but it's too much to ask for to have 4 little preemies if you count Mr. Buggles, and have them all be perfectly formed. Those are impossible odds. Oh, such good dreams. Such good dreams. I don't know where Cisco is. She's hiding somewhere. But I will be observing, and in the meantime, these little hungry guys are getting they're getting undivided milk bar right now. And so that is kind of what they need right now. So thank goodness we have a little Tip mama who's taking such good care of them. Tip's government name is Gratuity. Mila is scheduled for her spay on Tuesday. Last I heard, potatoes were still having diarrhea, constipation issues, which is not uncommon when you have to raise them on a bottle. So that's one of the reasons I'm trying to avoid having to bottle feed any of these guys. Where are you going? I moved the nest out, and she has a little spot back there that she likes to go to sometimes. She's ready for a break. Sorry, John. She'll come back when she hears squeaking. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. You can take a break. It's okay. Hi. Toothless was his official, so DreamWorks sort of saw him in with Tip, and he hadn't been named yet, and so they all said that he needed to be named Toothless after the dragon in How to Train Your Dragon, which is pretty cute. These ones are yours. Do you want them back? Oh, you're gonna make them all make squeaks? Here, I put them back for you. I put them back. Oh, she come to do potty duty. She's such a good mommy. She's like, let me do my job. I'll carry this one. Here, I got him. Okay, all right. Well, he's heavier than you thought, huh? Oh. She's taking him back to her secret lair. Oh, there we go. That squeaking makes you nervous, doesn't it? Here, let me just fix this for you. Let me just fix it. There you go. There. Yeah. All right. I do think, though, I'm going to take some of the other little ones away. I don't want to overwhelm her with all these new kittens, right? So I'm going to just make them a nice little cozy little spot for, not for too long, but just for a little bit. Oh, this is a nice cozy spot. They're very cozy. We'll put a little heating pad in there. It's going to be so nice. A little blanket. Are you taking babies? Oh, it was just you that you took. You're a good girl. I'm just going to take... I know, you're all slobbery. Take the big ones. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She started with 5. She'll have 5 for now. These guys will get a little nap in the other room because that's what they're doing anyway. Good. There you go, little mama. You can have a break. You deserve a break. You've been working so hard. And you're such a good mommy. Such a good mommy. Yes, you're such a good mama. How about, do you want me to get you a little snack? How about a little special snack? How about some special foods? How about foods? I'm hungry for delicious, tasty food. You're so sweet. So sweet. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so I'm just reducing the load. Oh, sorry about the camera. I was gonna. I'm just, I don't want Tip to get overwhelmed. That's the last thing we need is for Tip to start feeling stressed from all this. So, because she's already done so much. So, and adding one or two is one thing, but three is kind of asking a lot, right? So nothing about this situation is ideal, but it's we're gonna make it work the best way we can. I'm just gonna weigh them. I would say that there's no reason for anyone to be worried at this point. Everything's under control. Babies are being fed. There's nothing to worry about at this point. It's under control. You'll know if, while I would certainly prefer for Cisco to be in the nest constantly, that's just not the way it works all the time. So certainly in the wild, she would be away from the nest much longer looking for food and all of that. So what you're seeing is kind of a glimpse of what it's like, of why 75% of wild-born kittens don't survive. This is exactly why. The other three are sleeping very cozily in a little bed on a heating pad with lots of blankets. I won't leave them out there for too long, but I'll take them with me for a little bit, and then once they start to wake up, I'll bring them back in. I just want Tip to have a chance to rest and take a break and not feel overwhelmed by kittens when she comes back into the nest. So So, why are you so cute? I'm considering putting a snuggle mom in with the other kittens. I don't know. I'll have to ponder that. Hi. Do you have a nice snack? That's a good girl. You've been working hard, huh? You should take a little break. I forgot what I was going to do or say. So there's definitely there's definitely a risk to me broadcasting this stuff and doing kind of the feral cat thing so publicly, because it is a lot of TNR, and working with feral cats is just, it's a lot of shades of gray, if you will. But I mean, seriously, it's not, there are never black and white answers, and it's always really difficult decisions based on incomplete information and weighing risks and benefits. So it's not easy to do. It's not easy to watch. And the reason I'm doing it is to help educate about feral cats and also help all of us learn how to more compassionately care for them. So please know that every decision I make is not made lightly, and I do consult with Dr. Ferguson, and we do discuss risks and benefits, and I would never proceed with something if she advised against it. And that if we reach a point where I feel that, you know, Cisco needs to be removed from the situation, I will certainly do that. We are not at that point yet. We're not even close to that point yet. So as long as we can get through the next few days and hopefully let things settle a bit, then I think we're going to be in good shape. I don't want to rush to judgment on something that will affect the development of these babies for the next several weeks. So the best thing for them is to have a mom, and so that's what I'm holding out for. Look, Milkbar has arrived, even though these guys are a little directionally challenged when it comes to finding the Milkbar. But you can see how excited they are about it. They just don't have a lot of experience with Milkbars yet. Whew, it's been quite a grueling couple of days, hasn't it? And huge thanks to the DreamWorks team for being so supportive and for raising money to sponsor Tip and her babies. We didn't, no one knows what's going to happen in these situations, and they've been really great about. Oh, Milkbar, I love you so much. Here you go. There's one right there for you. Oh, it's so exciting. It's just so exciting. There we go. We stress Mommy out when we scream, so we help get everyone plugged in. There we go. And there's peace at the Milkbar. Yeah, and it's okay to have different opinions on things and to ask questions. That's one of the reasons I'm doing this. It's okay to question what I'm doing, and to have a different opinion about what I'm doing. I what Dr. Ferguson said is totally right. That someone else might evaluate the information, the set of information we have, and come to a different conclusion about what's the best thing to do. And they might be right, and I might be right, and one might be more right than the other. One might be wrong. We just, we do the best we can with the information we have, and I don't think I can claim that, whatever decision I'm making is 100% right and the only decision to make in that scenario. I think that's probably never true, hardly ever true. But but just try to be tolerant of each other, and if someone's bothering you in the chat, just ignore them. It's okay. And know that we're all here because we love adorable kittens and want what's best for them, even if we have different ideas about how to accomplish that. Oh my goodness! But it's right here. It's right here. These guys are not very good at. They're not very good at milkbar. They're not very good at it yet. And then you got old Mr. Tank getting in there. Old Mr. Tank. And then little Eep is got knocked off. She just needs to go to the bottom row. She just needs to go down a level. Or find the armpit nipple. So, you guys should just note that all three of the Cisco kittens in this bunch are vigorously nursing. Oh, little Eeps. There's 2 rows there. There's 2 rows. She'll figure it out. And she's gained a lot. So she's in really good shape. She'll figure this out. Oh, so sweet. So babies will open their eyes between probably usually 7 to 14 days. Sometimes they start a little earlier than that. I suspect Eep will be the last to open her eyes because she's a little underbaked. Yeah, so Silky M makes a good point saying my animal shelter wouldn't have euthanized a Cisco out of malice. It's just resource constraints. And that's totally one of the most painful things about TNR is that it takes a lot of resources, and not every community has those resources. And so part of the solution is raising awareness, and part of why I'm so excited about Dr. Ferguson kind of stepping up as a local business and saying that community cats are the responsibility of the community. And so you guys in communities that don't have resources for TNR can start pointing to stuff like that as an example and try to get businesses and leaders in your own communities to understand that this problem was created by the community and these cats belong to the community, and so they should be cared for by the community. So it is really tough. And when I'm documenting about the fostering the pregnant feral cats. That's why the traditional solution when you trap a pregnant cat is to spay them and abort the babies, because if you don't have resources, that's the best thing, that's the kindest thing you can do in that scenario, even though it's a really hard thing to do. It's kinder than releasing the mom so that she can, continue to get pregnant and the babies can not survive. But it's a really tough call to make. So I have a lot of respect for anyone who works in TNR and anyone who sees whatever decisions are being made and criticizes them without understanding like how heart-wrenching it is sometimes. I think education will help solve that problem. So that's kind of part of why I'm showing the good, the bad, the kind of the hard decisions. So it's kind of it's a very different viewing experience. But I hope it's valuable. 50 Shades of TNR Gray. That would be a good book. It would be riveting. I did talk to Dr. Ferguson about, the risk of hypocalcemia and all of that. As long as I'm not dumping, 7 extra kittens on her suddenly, she should be okay. It's pretty rare that happens. Basically, what that is when the demand for calcium is higher than her body's ability to produce it, then she will develop a condition called hypocalcemia, which means not enough calcium. And then she would have to go on IV treatment and be monitored very carefully to get her calcium levels back up. It is a risk with any mom, and so, but it's fairly rare. So definitely, I am monitoring her very, very closely in case she did start to show any symptoms of being stressed or lethargic or anything like that. And if that happens, then we will immediately take action. So I'm prepared for that. I don't think that prophylactic calcium supplements will do very much for her. So she's such a good mama. So Tip's doing great. I have no concerns about anyone right now at this point. No concerns. We're hoping that Cisco will get a little more involved in milk bar activities. And so in the meantime, I will be rotating kittens in with Tip, and we'll be trying to make that work. If I need to start supplementing with the bottle, I absolutely will. But I would, look at that face paw. I would rather try to get through. I'm hoping it will just be another day or two like this, and then things will sort of work themselves out. But, again, this is an uncharted territory, so we will see what happens. The 4 kittens that are in with Cisco now have already had several hours with Tip and have all had good weight gains. So they can go for a couple of hours without her being in there. So don't panic if she doesn't go in there in the next couple of hours. If she doesn't, then I will probably grab them and do a feeding and put them back. But so Who is in with Tip now? We've got Bambi in the green collar, Thumper in the blue collar, both boys, and then Owl in the red collar, and Owl's a girl. So this is Owl, and this is Bambi. Oh no, that's Thumper. Oh, I can't tell what color that collar is. I think it's green. The green and the blue collars are kind of hard to tell apart. That's so Bambi's green and Thumper's blue. And Eep's gonna try to nurse on a kitten. The other three of Tip's kittens are napping in their own little nest, just so that Tip isn't overwhelmed with kitteny goodness. And because these three were the three Cisco kittens were pretty hungry, so I wanted to give them a chance to get a good meal in there. But Tip's kittens have been gaining lots of weight and have been nursing pretty much nonstop, so they're fine to go a couple of hours without food. Totally fine. They need to sleep anyway. Tip does deserve the best home possible, totally. Totally. I know, Hiccup could definitely afford to go off milkbar for a while. That's very true. He's quite a little pudger. He dwarfs all of the other kittens in there right now. I had to unplug the bunker cam to plug in the audio cam to be able to talk in there, so I will swap them out. I did just see her though when I went in to swap kittens out, because I peeked my head in just to see how she was doing with the kittens being up there and with me being so close, and she is doing fine. She comes out usually at night and stays hidden during the day for the most part. But she's doing fine. She is scheduled for her spay on Tuesday, so she will be very happy to be returned. And although I don't think she is having much of an effect on Cisco's, I don't think she's adding to the stress level in there. And because Cisco is choosing to kind of hide just right above her in the cabinet of solitude. But it'll be just one. There's no need for her to be in there at this point. She's not pregnant, thank goodness. And so the best thing for her is to just get her spayed, and so she can start enjoying her new kitten-free life. Cisco did a lot of feeding overnight during the first shift of kittens. She was in there pretty frequently, and then not as much during the day. There's been a lot of activity, like me going in and out today, and so it's possible that has her a little more cautious, or it's just the stress of having 8 babies and continuing to be in captivity, and hormones and just exhaustion. All of that stuff plays a role in her ability to care for the babies. She has been doing a great job, the best job she can possibly be doing. She's dealing with a lot right now, so I've been trying to give her as much of a break as possible from me going in and from, just whatever. And having 4 kittens to deal with in there is a lot easier than having 8 kittens to deal with. So what are you doing? Where are you going? How about a little nap right there? That's perfect. Good job. Oh, look at these little snackers. They are going to town. So happy. Oh, little Miss Tip, you're such a good mama. Yeah, I think she is doing less nursing than Sloane. I do. But Sloane only had 4 babies. She was only in captivity for a week. Well, 5 days technically before she had them. Sloane knew me a lot better than Cisco doesn't know me at all. And Sloane and I had a relationship before I trapped her. So there are lots of differences between the two. Cisco is definitely less confident than Sloane. So this is why it's important to do this with lots of cats, because each cat is an individual, and while there will be some commonalities in how we can reduce stress, some things will be more dependent on the cat's personality than just a one-size-fits-all solution. So it's valuable to have the experience of having a cat that's less confident and to see how she reacts and how much she's able to care for them. She did a great job with the birth. She did a great job with the first day. She just is spending a lot of time sleeping and staying out of the way today. So where you going, Thumper? Thumper is going on a little walk. Good little eep. Oh, look, you can't. You're missing it. It's so cute. Oh, so sweet. Eep on the VIP cam is really cute right now. Oh, I'm tired. Okay, everybody. It would take Cisco about a week for her milk to dry up if she's not nursing. So I don't think we're in danger of that. I think it's more likely that she will be bursting with milk and will eventually give in to squeaking kittens and come and feed them. So we'll see how she does overnight. I'm hoping she will go in there at least once so that I don't have to go in. So we shall see. Look at the 3 little amigos in there. And Tip's kittens are in milk comas because they eat so much. Those 3 little ones are just going. Just going. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, you know what I should do? I should do a little video. That's what I should do. There's just not very good lighting back there. My battery's gonna die. Not very good at holding this steady. There, that'll be better. was pretty ridiculous. Let's do one of hiccup. Not doing much. Oh, alright. Oh, I'm gonna check on the other kitten and stuff.